What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Realms of Metal. Eddie here, back with you from my metal room, my happy place here in the woods in PA. It's Friday night. We're chilling. It's been a long ass work week. When I say long ass work week, it was a long ass work week, man. So we're hanging out, we're listening to some records, we're chilling. It's me, it's Captain Lawrence, it's the clown from Spawn. We're hanging out, having some fun. And let's talk about some records. Before we do that, I want to just thank everybody for commenting on the videos, liking the videos. We really appreciate that, and we love engaging with everybody. So keep them coming, man. We love it. And I'm noticing that I'm turning some people on to some stuff that they haven't heard of before, and that's what this is all about, man. That's just it makes it all worth it for me. So thank you all. And that said, we're gonna do new vinyl releases, reissues, and represses for September. So this is what I picked up in the month of September. Some of the things, not everything, but I wanted to just go over the new releases and like some of the cool represses that I got and reissues. So let's talk about some records, man. So first up, this was just released by Relapse. These are the Mantis demos, the Death by Metal demos. Now, Mantis was Death. They changed their name to Death in late 1984. So there were two Death by Metal demos. There was a version 1 and a version 2, and they're both on this vinyl. And then there's some early rehearsals from 1984. So this lineup was Chuck Schuldiner on guitar, Cam Lee on vocals, and Rick Ross on guitar. I don't know who the fuck played bass. I don't know. So, but here it is: Mantis, Death by Metal, Legion of Doom, Evil Dead, Mantis, Death by Metal, Power of Darkness. That's version 1. Version 2, Legion of Doom, Power of Darkness, Death by Metal, Evil Dead. Then you got the rehearsals. So really cool. One I had to have. It says here, white with splatter edition. Let's take a look at the vinyl. It's like white with black splatter. Pretty cool. I have not even played it yet. I just picked it up today from my mailbox. But I'll get to it probably after this video. Mantis, Death by Metal. It's a must-have. You got to pick it up. I got another Relapse reissue here. This is Obscura Retribution. Obscura is a death metal, like progressive technical death metal band from Germany. The original came out in 2006 on VOTS Records. I looked up VOTS Records. I couldn't find anything on them. Maybe a German label. Who the hell knows? But this is a Relapse reissue 2023. Obscura is a great band, and like with every release Obscura puts out, they just seem to get better and better and better. And I have all the Obscura stuff, and this is one that I was missing, at least on vinyl. So Obscura's Retribution. It says here, custom 3-color merge with splatter. Take a look at vinyl. Actually listened to this earlier, and it's fucking sounds killer. That's a beauty. You got like green and like maroon and white. Pretty cool. Obscura's Retribution. Let's talk some thrash metal. Oakland, California, Defiance, product of society. This came out in 1989 on Roadrunner. This is a 2023 reissue on music on vinyl. 1,500 copies, hand numbered, not hand numbered, just numbered. Transparent blue. Defiance, product of society. Now this one, there was a guy, Ken Elkington, who was a singer on this one. He did vocals, and this is the only Defiance record he was on. They have 3 more releases after that, and then, as everybody probably knows, Steve Escobar was on the next 3. So let's take a look at the vinyl. Transparent blue. Pretty hot. This is one that I had on cassette as a kid. Actually, Void Terra Firma was the first Defiance that I had. Then I picked this one up on cassette. And I've always been a Defiance fan. I think they're an underrated band. I really do. I think they should get more attention. So that leads me to Void Terra Firma. I like this one better than Product of Society. This was Steve Esquivel's debut with Defiance. This is a great fucking record, man. This originally came out in 1989 on Roadrunner. Sorry, the other one was 1989. This is 1990. Same lineup as the other one, except for Steve Esquivel. 2023 reissue, music on vinyl, 1,000 numbered copies, and it's red and black marbled vinyl. The sound on this one is really good. This is another one of those records that has a feel to it. Really good stuff. Red and black marbled. Pretty awesome. They do a Maiden cover on here. Killers is really probably the best cover of Killers that I can think of anyway. So really good stuff. Pick this up. Totally worth getting. Let's go to Riding Christ, Triarchy of the Lost Lovers. Riding Christ, this is their third full length. They're from Athens, Greece. I'm sure everybody knows Riding Christ. It's like black metal, sort of gothic. It depends which album you listen to. Like the early stuff was more like pure black metal. It was more raw. This was the third release, and like they kind of changed with this one, and the production got a little bit better. This is sort of gothic, but really good record, really good songs on this one. This was my first Riding Christ record, and it, I hold a special place in my heart. I had to pick up the vinyl. Originally released in 1996 on Century Media. Everybody knows the hoopla with Riding Christ, right? With Dave Mustaine. They were playing this show in Greece, and Mustaine was going to refuse to play unless Riding Christ was kicked off the bill. I mean, that's so stupid, right? I mean, Jesus Christ. But man, King of a Stellar War or Dynasty from the Ice. Damn. And on this version, there's two creator covers. You got Tormentor, and then there's a Flag of Hate / Pleasure to Kill, which is pretty awesome. And this reissue was on Soul Cellar Records. Soul Cellar Records is a label from the Netherlands. And this is like a white brown vinyl. Pretty hot. All right, new release. Their 16th full length, The Mighty Cannibal Corpse. Chaos Horrific. Fuck, man. I've been listening to this record nonstop. I'm ready to review it. I hope Ant's ready to review it. We were going to do it last weekend. We couldn't get it done. Hopefully we can get it done this weekend. I'll just say that it's a brutal fucking record. I'm loving it. Damn. Cannibal Corpse, Chaos Horrific. Eric Rutan's second album with Cannibal Corpse. Also produced, mixed, and engineered by Eric Rutan. And I got the Charred Remains version of this. So this is a gatefold. And there's a bunch of different colored ones on this one, but I opted for the Charred Remains. I just thought it looked cool. It looks kind of like fleshy, right? And it goes with the album cover, So Cannibal Corpse, Chaos Horrific. Pick it up. It's good. That's on Metal Blade, by the way. Let's talk some more thrash metal. Atrophy is Violent by Nature. Atrophy was from Tucson, Arizona. This was their second full length. First one was Socialized Hate. Both records are great. Uh, this one is the first one I had when I was a kid, and this was like Void Terra Firma holds a special place in my heart. 1990 on Road Racer was the original. This is the 2023 reissue on Massacre Records. There were 500 green vinyls. And interesting note that I found out about this one, the kid on the cover, right? You see him? It's Richie Cavalera when he was about 4 years old, stepson of Max Cavalera. Never knew that until today. Atrophy is violent by nature. Let's take a look at the vinyl. It's a beaut, Clark. We get another new release. Cryptopsies as Gamora Burns. This was their 8th full length. Cryptopsy is from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Go Habs. Released September 8th, 2023 on Nuclear Blast. This is limited to 2000 gold and black Galaxy vinyl. This record is brutal as fuck. It's brutal. It's technical. I'm loving it, man. I think it's a great record. I think it's a great release for Cryptopsy. Let's check the vinyl out. On it, gold and black Galaxy. I don't know if you can see that, but it is sort of translucent. You can see like waves and shit in the vinyl. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty cool. Cryptopsies as Gamora Burns. Oh. Oh shit. I love this band. Let's talk some Gwar. Battle Maximus 10th anniversary edition. Gwar, of course, from Richmond, Virginia. This was their 13th full length, and this was, the 10th anniversary pressing of that. Original was 2013 on Metal Blade. This is the last record that Dave Brocky, Odorous Urungus appeared on. He passed away in 2014. It was also recorded as a farewell to Flatus Maximus. Now, this reissue has expanded packaging, a redesigned art, and an unreleased track, and an embossed cover. So the unreleased track is called Tammy the Swine Queen, and it was actually the last track that Dave Brocky ever recorded with the band. So they put it on here as a tribute to him. And here's what the reissue cover is. Here was the original cover on CD. So you can see it. It's just the logo. They're saying it's a transparent smoky blue. Pretty hot. It's a double vinyl as well. This has some hard hitting Gwar stuff, man. Some of the hardest hitting stuff they ever did, man. Madness at the Core of Time, Bloodbath. Damn. Bone Snapper. Great stuff, man. The Carry On Wayward Son is on here too. The Kansas cover, really cool. So, Rip Dave Brocky, man. I think about you all the time. I miss you a lot, man. So pick up the 10th anniversary edition of Battle Maximus. Totally worth it. These I did a video on. I did an unboxing video on the first 3 Dismember reissues. Dismember from Stockholm, Sweden, legendary death metal band. Here's Like an Ever-Flowing Stream, originally released in 1991 on Nuclear Blast. This is the 2023 reissue from Nuclear Blast. Translucent black with blue and orange splatter. Their first full-length and legendary record. If I do a Death Metal Profession Part 4, this is definitely on there. Man, so many good songs on this one. Look at the band photo on the back of that. Isn't that great? Let's take a look at the vinyl. That's a beauty, man. Call it translucent black with blue and orange splatter. and limited to 500. So I pre-ordered this from Nuclear Blast. All three of these I pre-ordered from Nuclear Blast. And actually, all the Dismembers are up for pre-order on Nuclear Blast. If you go to their website, I think there's 9 full lengths, and they're all up. And they're all the next wave is getting released like a month from now, and then the next wave, the next 3 is like another month from now. So, all good. I got them all on pre-order, man. Here's the Dismember Pieces. This is the EP, their first EP, 1992, originally on Nuclear Blast, 2023 reissue. This is translucent red with black splatter, limited to 500. That's a beaut. Last but not least, Dismember's Indecent and Obscene, their second full length, originally released in 1993 on Nuclear Blast. Now the lineup on Like an Ever Flowing Stream and Pieces were all the same, and up to this album, you got Richard Cabiza on bass. That was the only change from the first two, the first full length and the EP to this one. 2023 reissue Nuclear Blast. I think it's the same as Pieces. Translucent red, black splatter. Killer record, man. Let's take a look at the vinyl. Pretty much the same as Pieces, right? Limited to 500. So get these pre-ordered, man. You know, get them pre-ordered. They also got the next wave of Hypocrisy records up for pre-order too on Nuclear Blast. I pre-ordered those as well. So we got another new release. This makes me happy. The new Dying Fetus, Make Them Beg for Death. I reviewed it here on the channel. Go watch the review. I absolutely love the record. It's my favorite record of the year so far. Terracite from Cattle Decapitation was my favorite record of the year until this popped up. I gave them both a 9, but that said, I like this one a little bit better. Just it speaks to me a little bit more than Terracite does. I love Dying Fetus, you know. Came out September 8th, 2023 on Relapse. They're calling it Highlighter, limited edition highlighter yellow and clear milky half and half with metallic silver and black and blood red splatter. That's a mouthful, right? Let's take a look at it. Pretty killer. I said in the review that, you know, with these new vinyls, I mean, you're spending 25, 30 bucks on a vinyl. They really should include a download with it. Like I had to download it separately so I could put it on my MP3 player. But still, you know, I had to do it. I don't mind supporting the band. So this is a killer record, man. I highly recommend picking this up. It's everything. I was anticipating a good Dying Fetus record, you know, and then once you get the record and it's everything that you hoped for, it's like, this is the best thing ever, you know. So totally worth it. Pick it up, make them beg for death, support this band. I've got 2 more for you, and the last one's going to throw you for a loop. This one I talked about on one of my other videos. Chromags, legendary New York hardcore band, you know, but they have, you know, thrash elements in their music, you know, crossover, you know. This is a straight up crossover record. It's fucking awesome. Best Wishes. It's one I've been looking for on vinyl for a while. It's the only Chromags I was missing on vinyl. It finally got re-released. The original was 1989 on Profile Records. This is the 2023 reissue on Astor Place Recordings, and it's crystal clear vinyl. Really killer. Killer, man. It's got yellow, red, and black splatter on it. They call it multicolor splatter. Pretty hot. Last but not least, this is one I've been looking for a while at a good price. The ones I've been seeing were like, 50, $60, and I just didn't want to spend that much money. Uh, this I found on Get On Down Records. This was the Gravediggers, 6 Feet Deep. Gravediggers are a hip hop band, but they're like, it's like they call it like horrorcore. It's like a subgenre of hip hop that's like horror themed, I love that dark hip hop stuff. Like I really do. This is such a great record. The first time I heard the Gravediggers was on the Demon Knight soundtrack. They did 1-800-Suicide. So it was a metal soundtrack, but they had the Gravediggers on there, like Megadeth was on there, Ministry was on there, Filter was on there. Hey man, nice shot, That's where I first heard it, and I bought the soundtrack, and I liked the song so much I ended up buying the CD. And I've been looking for this on vinyl for a while, and it finally got re-released. It was originally released in 1994 on Geese Street Records, and this is a 2023 reissue on MNRK Records. So really good record, really dark. The songs are awesome on this. If you're not into hip hop at all, this is a killer record to start with. Also get like Cypress Hill's Black Sunday, but like horrorcore is like a real genre of hip hop. It's like if you like the Ghetto Boys is kind of in that vein. Flatliners, Necro. There's a band called Al Azul Ilu that's really cool. It's just dark hip hop, and they talk about the same things that death metal bands talk about. So fucking awesome. So, Gravedigger is 6 Feet Deep. Highly recommend picking it up. It's a great record. So that's what I got. Most of the stuff for the month of September. Thanks for hanging with me on the Realms of Metal. This is going to be a quick one. I'm hoping to do the review of the new Cannibal Corpse at some point this weekend with Ant. We'll see if we can make that happen. Like, I'm ready to go. I hope he's ready to go because I really want to talk about that record and dig into it. Again, thank you everybody for watching the videos and commenting. We really appreciate that. And we love engaging with everybody. And like I said, we're just having fun here, So if I can turn one person on to one record and they go out and buy the record and get into a band, I mean, that makes it all worth it for me, So again, thanks for hanging with me on the Realms of Mel. This was going to be a quick one. Have a good weekend. We'll see you. Take it easy.